We have been doing this for decades, and it has never been so bad. And we are all so tired. I am so tired. But more than that, I am angry, because it doesn't have to be this way.
At the Daily Bread Food Bank in Toronto, this is not an uncommon sight. Volunteers sorting through donations for people who use their services. However, many volunteers and food bank staff never thought they'd see this crisis point. More than 3 million Torontonians visited a food bank from April 2023 to April of this year.
And I'm ashamed that we have gotten to this point in our city. That number, 3.5 million, is startling, but even more frightening, that is an increase of 1 million client visits year over year.
Sobering numbers from a report called Who's Hungry that indicates a changing client base. More than 50% were students, half of the clients were employed, and a quarter are children.
We all know of single mothers and parents who are struggling to feed their children and sacrifice their own food. In fact, 1 in 4 parents are sacrificing their own food in order to feed their children. We've seen a 420% increase in the usage of food banks by people who are experiencing homeless and our unhoused neighbors. That is shocking.
Toronto's affordable housing crisis, a major factor in driving up food bank usage, according to the report. It says nearly 73% of food bank clients are spending more than half of their income just on housing. 20% of them are using up their entire income just to keep a roof over their heads.
What is your message to all 3 levels of government?
Well, all 3 levels of government of all parties have an equal share of blame to go around on this. There's no one that has failed specifically. And so what we are saying is that all 3 levels of government also have a duty and obligation and opportunity to make sure every Canadian thrives in their community.
At this level, it is a clear sign of systems failure. Our support systems and our social safety nets have been allowed to fray to such a level that people are not falling through the cracks. The ground is collapsing beneath their feet.
Advocates are calling for changes like raising disability benefits, boosting children's nutrition programs, and creating more affordable housing. Nearly half of those surveys says affordable housing is the key to tackling food insecurity. In Toronto, I'm Brandon Rowe for City News.